staff, participants, and advisors who are here today, so you can get a sense for how active we are. I'd like to introduce Jenny Weber and Nick Hall from the Portland Penn staff. Jenny runs our sprint program, and Nick does our business development and has been on board for the last 18 months. In terms of participants, go ahead and raise your hand if you're an alumni of the Portland Penn program. Go ahead and raise your hand. And then if you participated in the sprint, or if you're currently participating in the sprint with Portland Penn. And then if you're on our advisory board, or if you're a sponsor of Portland Penn. Or if you're a partner of Portland Penn as well. So there's a number of people here today, and they all have name tags on, and we'll be over in the corner if you'd like to visit with us individually. But as Skip mentioned, our mission, which we started 2 years ago, was to work with the startup community of Portland and to try to get 10 startups to $1 million in revenue within an 18-month period. So every 4 months, we start a new set of programs, and we started out with one 3-month program that is very intense. It's about 100 hours of mentoring and support and classes and introductions and events and activities where entrepreneurs are just thrown into the deep end in terms of sales, finance, venture capital fundraising, product management, accounting, HR, team management, all of the essential skills that an entrepreneur needs to have in order to scale up an organization. So at this point, we've done 5 cycles of the Portland Penn program. We've had 24 participants that started the program, 14 that actually graduated, which means they made it through that process. And we have recently had our first company hit $1 million, which is Shop Igniter, Alan Weissman in the back. And our second company is scheduled to hit $1 million in March of 2011. That's Orchestra Team, Brad Windecker in the back. So essentially, we've missed the deadline, but we're going to make the project happen. So, and it's been my pleasure to have the opportunity to work in this project. We also have 2 other programs. As we got involved in the community, we realized that if we want to get 10 Portland startups to $1 million, then we need to get 25 to 500,000, and we need to get 50 to 100,000, and we need to get 100 to 200 to 50,000. And so we've built 2 additional programs, the 6-week sprint, which Jenny runs and does a fabulous job at. We've had about 20 companies participate in the sprint at this point. And then we also offer a series called the Skill Development Workshops, which are taught by our sponsors. It's 50 hours of instruction over a 3-month period of time. It's very cheap. It's $30 a class, and you can get a full pass where you get 40% off all the classes. It's like 6 hours of instruction by a venture capitalist in how to talk to a venture capitalist. If you're fundraising, there's no way you can get that opportunity. You just can't. And so we've made all of the resources in the community very accessible, very affordable, no matter what level of entrepreneurship we're really engaged in. Along the way, we've done a variety of special projects. So, for example, we did a project at Willamette University where we trained 10 MBA students in investment analysis, and then we had them work with our companies to help them get some hands-on experience with startups and help the startups get a better, higher level view of what actually is going on in the company. We just finished a project at Mercy Corners West where we went in and trained their micro lending staff and how to better administer their loan program to entrepreneurs who are trying to get out of poverty through employing themselves. And the microloan program must be successful in the way in which it's administered to make further loans available to help additional entrepreneurs participate in that program. We also partner with Civic, as Skip mentioned. So this fall, we're really looking to understand the needs of open source developers in taking their projects into the market and building a business that can employ themselves and other people in the community. We partner with Portland Development Commission. They did a grant to us last winter of $35,000, which helped us to pilot running all of those programs concurrently. We have a number of sponsors in the business community, Voyager Capital, Davis Wright Tremaine, Stevenson Group. We have about 25 sponsors and 25 business partners, so there's no way I can mention them all, but they've been fabulous. We just recently brought on a new level of sponsor, which is founder sponsors, so companies who are close to $1 million in revenue, who are now coming in. Shop Igniter, they've graduated from the program, they've hit $1 million, now they're coming back as a sponsor. They put funds into our scholarship fund, which makes it possible for entrepreneurs to have a reduced expense while they're in the program. And Shop Igniter is also hosting a lunch and coming in to informally mentor companies in the program. And we also are hoping to bring on Jive and Puppet Labs as well, and a few other firms that are at that level. And we do interact with those companies. And so what we're doing is really streamlining the entire entrepreneurial ecosystem to make it possible for companies to really have a fast track to build really great companies here in Portland, to grow those companies very quickly, whether it's a job for yourself and 2 other people, or whether you want to scale up to 20, 50, 100, 150. So that's the work that we're doing in Portland 10. It's an absolute privilege to have that opportunity to work within the community and then to work individually with entrepreneurs. When a founder joins one of our programs, we throw all of the resources that we have. We do require a commitment of entrepreneurs. It costs money to participate in the program. It costs time. It's 100 hours. It's $3,000. If you can't make those commitments, it's going to be very difficult for you to build a company that can get to employ 50 or 100 people in a year or two. And so we do require a high commitment from our entrepreneurs, and once they're in the program, we throw resources from 145 different individuals and organizations within the community to help you become as successful as you can possibly be. So that's what we do at Portland 10. The best way to get involved, we have a free skill development pass for each of you. They're Tuesdays and Thursdays at Mercy Corner West. You can pick up a pass over there. And then also we have Founder Coffee every Tuesday morning at 9 o'clock at Backspace, which is at 5th and Davis Northwest. And we're available to answer any questions. And we love working within the technology, economic development, investment, and startup community. And we look forward to continuing our work. Thank you.